Man, y'all already know, man, it's your boy Drizzy Drake coming to you, man. Whenever y'all in LA, man, tapping with my man Don Pax, man. He got all that shit, man. Y'all be putting in your arm, he got that, man. Y'all be off that fence. It's whatever you want to do. Y'all still on them 30s, you got to fuck with Don Pax. Perk 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I heard you like him young.
Get out the way, man. Get out the way.
Get me out the way, homie. You a lame too. Hey Drake, you on the phone with an A minor. Let's do.
All bets are off because of that. That alone causes all bets to be off.
I agree with you.
Everything else is fair game.
People, Drake is once again biting off more than he can chew. This time, though, it seems like he's poked the bear that is Kendrick Lamar. There are rumors of a joint, and Pusha T is back in the picture. The rumor is that Kendrick and Pusha are working on a diss track that could destroy Drake's reputation more than anything else. Drake hasn't learned his lesson, and he recently attacked Kendrick's longtime partner Schoolboy Q with some strange Instagram posts. Because Drake is still performing his antics, fans are wondering if he really doesn't understand the culture he's trying to enter, or if he's just doing this for attention. Either way, it's not a good look for the sixth god. So are Kendrick and Pusha really going to bless us with a joint? Drake Discord. Now let's start.
Are you prepared for more? Are you prepared for more Canadian myths to come your way, though, sir?
Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm prepared.
First, let's dissect the culture vulture phenomenon and determine what has put Drake in hot water. To be a culture vulture in hip-hop, one must go beyond simply stealing beats or styles. Rather, one must take inspiration from a marginalized culture without truly understanding what it means to be a part of it today. Drake has been charged with this multiple times. You may recall the picture that Pusha T used to tell the Adam story. Yes, the one where Drake is wearing blackface, and according to Pusha, this image reveals a lot about Drake's appropriation of Black American culture when it fits him, as well as his total silence on matters that concern them.
Oh, like you parade your dad around in these weird suits. You parade him. It's clown-like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I get. I get clown feelings from that. I look at him. There's somebody, I get the picture of the actual photo that I used
Of the blackface.
of the blackface.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, it makes sense. You parade your dad around. This is done in '08. This was done in '08. You don't even know that that's not right. There's no explanation for that to me. Man, I'm Pusha T.
sir.
Like, listen, the biggest highlight of my life, happened in the past few years. Me messing with like Obama and prison reform and so on and so forth. Like,
Brother's keeper.
Come on. Like, this is me, right? Dope boy, blah, 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 everything. This is real me. Like, you are silent in all black issues, Drake. You really are. You are really, really silent. I don't hear about anything. You don't stand for nothing. You don't say nothing about nothing. You don't. It's just what it is. Like, you have all the platform in the world. You were so passionate back then. No, you weren't. That's number one. That's what I know. Number two, you gotta think about who a person really, really is, and it's like, okay, bang. That's why it's okay. That's why it's okay for you to take a photo like this. You didn't even know it was right. You don't even know how fully. You don't know where you stand at. Mm-hmm. You don't know where you stand at. Oh, that's why you gotta, you highlight your dad clowning like that. Oh, you run to the Memphis. Oh, I'm Memphis, Houston. That's my black side. You never related.
Regarding Drake, he attempted to assert that because he is Jewish Canadian and mixed race, Black Americans do not embrace him.
From a place where it's a true mosaic, we're to me the most open-minded place you can possibly find yourself. So I don't ever look at it as that, but there are other places that you go where it's just not so, it's not that simple, and yeah, I never looked at it as overcoming anything. I was just like, man, I just gotta be a good rapper. But to a lot of other people, they were like, wait, what? You're Canadian, you're Jewish, and you're half, it's just like mind-blowing.
However, as Kendrick Pusha and others have already made evident, the issue is deeper than Drake's skin tone or nationality. It is about how Drake appropriates certain aspects of Black American culture for commercial purposes, while mocking and demeaning actual Black trauma or issues. Drake made jokes about slaves' freedom, demonstrating his ignorance of Black pain and slavery. Fans said if Kendrick joked about the Holocaust or our ancestors, there would be outrage. One fan even asked if Drake's use of slavery as a punchline had been about Dr. Six's tattoos, which would have meant that the joke would not have been about a white boy who was black. Pain's funny to you. And then more recently, there's also been a lot of talk about Drake's obvious disrespect for West Coast hip-hop legends, especially those from the West Coast. The West Coast isn't letting Drake get away with this. Instead, they're retaliating. Let's talk about why the West Coast is essential in hip-hop. Legends like NWA, Tupac, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac created a movement, not just music. They put the West Coast on the map. Gave voice to experiences that hadn't been heard before, so when Drake starts to disrespect this legacy by saying things like that he gets more love in Kendrick's city than Kendrick does, or by using Tupac's AI voice to disparage Kendrick, well, that didn't go over well. Tupac's estate and family also publicly denounced Drake for this, while Howard E. King, the attorney for the Tupac Shakur estate, described it as a blatant infringement on both Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal rights. Tupac's brother labeled it a cowardly move. The estate would never have approved this use, according to a statement made by King. Unauthorized and horrifying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a close friend of the estate who is treated with nothing but respect in both public and private. The insult appears to have come from Drake mistaking gated communities like Calabasas and others in Hollywood for the actual heart of Los Angeles. This isn't just a mistake. It also indicates that he doesn't fully comprehend the culture he is attempting to fit into. Van Leen of the Higher Learning podcast pointed out that Drake mistook West Hollywood for Englewood and Delilah for Watts, which is equivalent to confusing Times Square with the Bronx. This is disrespectful and incorrect.
Make sure we break this out because I want people to Drake confused Delilah for Watts.
Which he shouts out.
He confused Poppy for Compton. He confused West Hollywood for Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
The people that I seen, the people that I observed bopping to Not Like Us, they was two-stepping to that.
Yeah, they were.
They were crip walking to that bitch.
They were.
That was some LA. The record is produced by DJ Mustard, a former Drake collaborator. When it was time for people to coalesce in Los Angeles, not in Hollywood, not in Calabasas, not in West Hollywood, not in Santa Monica, not in the places you might go, not in Beverly Hills, not in the places that people from outside of Los Angeles think are Los Angeles, right?
Right.
When it was time for people to coalesce around the record, the people I seen dancing to it was Shamika, Big Ron, Lil CC. You know what I'm saying? People like that. People like the people from the Obamas. You know, people that are going to die that are from LA. People get their LAs confused all the time.
Statement at his gig in Englewood last month, the West Coast isn't taking it lightly. In an attack on Drake, Kendrick mentioned Drake's acquisition of Tupac's ring and used Snoop's and Tupac's artificial intelligence voices, demeaning West Coast legends.
Oh, so y'all ain't gonna let nobody disrespect the West Coast, huh? Oh, y'all ain't gonna let nobody mock and imitate our legends, huh? Let's try it again. Hey! How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. Been a pass on this body, yo. Say. Certified boogeyman. Walk you down, whole time I know he got some hold on him. Hold on him, extra shit, bully kept on him. Say Drake. Just make sure you hide your little system. They tell me drugs are only one they get you. And party at the party playing with us. And pocket kind of weird case-wise. Certified lover boy.
And even Kanye West joined in on criticizing Drake recently. But since this is Kanye, he went a step further, singling out individuals he believed to be Drake's puppet masters, including the CEO of Universal Music, whom Kanye referred to as Drake's wealthy baby daddy.
It cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to, like, this is his job to go against God.
Wow.
And it cuts his soul.
But what is it specifically about Drake that everyone hates? I just have to know that, because it's like, for everybody, all of the great, Weeknd, Pluto, Metro, Ross, Kendrick,
Yeah.
like, there's something obviously wrong with this one individual that no one wants to speak about, and I feel like you're the only person that's gonna really put it out there.
Now you say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy, Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucien.
Well, Lucien worked for people who control the banks in Africa, who keep,
oh my God.
Think about
it.
We had Black Wall Street, we had Harlem, we've been gentrified, and we ain't really been pulled together since, other than to maintain what they call the black vote, which you don't have an opinion in the vote. And then they get all these celebrities, they go on TV like, we got a problem with his political opinion. He's out of control. He's bipolar. He's anti-Semite. He's whatever they want to call somebody to try to get people to not listen or have, take away.
What's the deal with Drake? Is he really lost when it comes to who he is, or is he just acting out whatever role he thinks will get him the most attention? Either way, it's evident that some of the biggest names in hip-hop aren't buying what Drake is selling anymore. They're criticizing him for dressing up and down as culture, which is a risky game to play in the world of hip-hop where authenticity is everything. Still, it appears that Drake doesn't understand teasing Kendrick on the Western Shore. Drake is back at it again, doing what he does best, trolling on Instagram. He recently uploaded a picture of himself on a bed with plush animals all around him, captioning it, "The pressure from being on top does more than just make your ears pop." First of all, can we just talk about how weird this is? Why is Drake posing with kids' toys when everyone is calling him a certified PDF file, even if the accusations are untrue? Some fans are also wondering if Drake is making fun of Kendrick because of the way he appears in the Instagram photo. Drake did not stop there. He was also recently caught making fun of TDE rapper and Kendrick's longtime friend Schoolboy Q after the latter's Toronto show was abruptly cancelled. On July 18, Q was scheduled to perform at History, a Toronto venue co-owned by Drake and Live Nation. However, just one day prior to the show, Q announced on Twitter that it had been cancelled for reasons. They abruptly cancelled his show in Toronto, which was beyond his control. In response, Q wrote to Canadian police, "I don't want anyone from TDE to perform." However, Schoolboy Q also sent warning shots to Canadians, stating, "If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just done it now when somebody gets hurt. Don't cry." A few hours later, Drake took to Instagram to troll Schoolboy Q. He posted a mirror selfie in which he appeared to be referencing Q's song Loose Slides. Now, we all know that Drake enjoys trolling people on Instagram, so none of this is particularly shocking. Still, you know who is tired of Drake's ridiculous posts? Not nobody else, but there is a rumor circulating that Pusha T and Kendrick are back in the studio crafting a very special present for Drake. Just when Drake thought he only had to worry about Kendrick, Pusha T makes his way into the ring, followed immediately by another well-known foe named Stay. Fans are already getting excited about the possibility. Someone commented, "I'm salivating in anticipation of a Pusha T and Kendrick collaboration." And another fan added, "Maybe it's still a surgical summer if Aubrey wants to make it a thing." If these rumors are true, Pusha and Kendrick may be working together on a new Drake disc, and if so, we could be looking at a track that would shake the rap world to its core. After all, the last time Pusha came for Drake, he forced him to become a present father, so who knows what Pusha could do next. Please let us know in the comments below what you think about Drake's trolling on Instagram, whether Pusha and Kendrick should continue criticizing him, or whether they are already pounding a dead horse. Also, don't forget to watch the next video.